an imminent move into a new stadium, there are no suggestions Everton either want to sell, or would sell for a reduced fee. In any case, and encouragingly for Man United, it's claimed the 22-year-old is ready to consider the switch, though only if Man United do one critically important thing first. In any case, an encouragingly for Man United, he's open to Man United. The 22-year-old is ready to consider the switch, understood to be open to the Man United helps raise his profile within the game first. In any case, join an encouraging size of Man United. He's open to Man United. The 22-year-old is ready to consider the switch. However, the left footer would profile within the game. In any case, join an encouraging size of Man United. Ready to consider the switch, qualifying for Europe's Premier competition via league position, though there is a backdoor. Winning the Europa League would grant Man United passage into next year's UCL, and United have advanced to the quarter-final stages where Lyon await. Amorim's side are currently in the bottom half of the league table, so the only way for them to qualify for Europe's elite club competition is by winning the Europa League. Branthwaite, standing at 6 feet 4 inches tall, is quick, strong, good in the air and efficient in defensive contributions. He has showcased his qualities in the Premier League in recent times, so he could be a shrewd acquisition for Man United if they purchase him. There is no realistic chance of them finishing in the Champions League qualification spots in the Premier League this season after winning just 10 matches this term. However, Man United could still qualify for the Champions League if they can win the Europa League this season, with the Red Devils facing Lyon in the quarter-finals. That would help Amorim's side sign better players in the summer, as every player wants to play in the competition, while it would provide a huge boost in income. Should they advance, United will face either Rangers or Athletic Bilbao in the semi-finals, and could face Tottenham in an all-English final. A secondary reason Branthwaite is open to joining Man United, for the report, relates to his international ambitions, and could face the defender was a surprise omission from Thomas Tuchel's first England squad, despite producing a stellar season and a half of football at Goodison Park. The opportunity to play for arguably the world's biggest club, and also in the Champions League, would raise Branthwaite's profile and, in his mind, enhance his chances of forcing his way into England's starting 11 for the 2026 World Cup. Everton boss David Moyes has already provided his stance on losing Branthwaite in the summer, and told any club to bring a big bag of money if they want to sign the international. Moyes said of Branthwaite, "We had some really good centre-backs during Moyes' first stint as Everton manager, and the best teams quite often have the best defence and gives you a chance of winning when you come back. Gerrard has done really well. There are moments when he can do better, there are times he's still..." So, Gerrard is a top player, and if people want to buy Gerrard, I've said many times, bring a big bag of money. The Red Devils prepare for a summer overhaul amid potential exits of key players. As the summer transfer window approaches, Manchester United is bracing itself for a significant overhaul under the management of Ruben Amorim. The Red Devils are reportedly eyeing additions to bolster their squad, with two prime targets emerging from Germany and Italy: Felix Nmecha of Borussia Dortmund and Kenan Yildiz of Juventus. Felix Nmecha, only 24 years old, has had a storied yet injury-plagued season. After suffering a ligament injury that kept him sidelined since January 2025, the talented midfielder is now back in training and ready to make an impact again. His robust performances in the previous season's ruck-run had solidified his reputation, and interest in him has skyrocketed. According to reports from both Bild and Sky, Manchester United is keen on signing Nmecha for a sum believed to be in the region of €48 million, with Borussia Dortmund reportedly willing to sell him for €50 million. Nmecha's contract with Dortmund extends until 2028, presenting a hurdle for United, but not an insurmountable one. Manchester United's technical director Jason Wilcox, who has first-hand knowledge of Nmecha from his time at Manchester City's academy, believes he would be a valuable addition to the squad. Notably, both clubs find themselves struggling in their respective leagues. United is currently languishing in the bottom half of the Premier League table, while Dortmund is fighting for a top position in the Bundesliga. In parallel, Manchester United has set its gaze on Kenan Yildiz of Juventus, a player who has quickly risen to prominence this season. Yildiz, who was signed by Juventus in 2022 on a free from Bayern Munich, is considered untouchable by the club amid a tumultuous season. He has already accounted for 10 goals this season and has secured a starting position, showcasing versatility by playing both on the wings and centrally behind the striker. On March 22, 2025, Get Italian Football News revealed that United has scouted Yildiz numerous times, highlighting an ongoing evaluation to determine if a bid might be worthwhile. However, Juventus officials have warned that Yildiz could be available for a hefty price tag, likely upwards of €80 million. Competitors such as Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Chelsea are also watching the young talent closely, ready to pounce in case Juventus decides to entertain offers. If the Red Devils are to find success in the transfer market, they will need to navigate a challenging landscape. Under Amorim's tenure, United aims to rejuvenate their squad, which has faced scrutiny over both performance and ambitions. Recent data suggests that several key players, including Casemiro and Christian Eriksen, may leave this summer, opening up additional spaces and potentially allowing for significant recruitment. Manchester United's bid to reinforce their midfield with players like Mecha aligns with broader strategies to enhance their attacking and defensive frameworks alike. In the wake of the upcoming summer transfer window, the urgency to act is paramount as the team looks to compete for a top 4 finish and European qualification next season. Mecha's potential arrival would join a list of targeted improvements, including a focus on defensive reinforcements. United's interest extends to Jerry Branthwaite, the Everton defender, with reports indicating that the club is prepared to pay more than £50 million for his services. An acquisition of Branthwaite would provide crucial options for Amorim's desired formation. The challenges ahead don't stop here. The transfer market is fraught with rival clubs vying for the same talent, and decisions will ultimately be influenced by each player's individual goals and aspirations. For Mecha and Yildiz, their futures hinge not just on the interests from Manchester but the dynamics within their current clubs and the willingness of the respective management to let them go. This summer could indeed reshape Manchester United's fortunes, and the emphasis on recruiting promising young talent like Mecha and Yildiz paints a picture of a strategic approach aimed at long-term success. As the club grapples with the potential exits of established stars, the introduction of fresh young talent could be a factor in revitalizing the club's ambitions moving forward. In the meantime, fans are left to speculate and hope that when the dust settles, Manchester United will emerge stronger and more competitive in their quest for glory. Manchester United have made initial contact for Kenan Yildiz, sources have told Team Talk, with the Red Devils ready to make a move for the winger as we reveal Juventus's stance on a potential exit. Yildiz is one of the most exciting young players in Europe. The 19-year-old winger has been on the books of Juventus since 2022 and has established himself in the Italian club's first team. The Turkey international has scored 6 goals and given 4 assists in 41 matches in all competitions for Juventus so far this season. Yildiz has made 22 starts in Serie A and 8 starts in the Champions League for the Bianconeri this season, but he has not had a particularly good time in recent weeks, with Juventus head coach Thiago Motta not using the winger regularly. After Juventus's elimination from the Champions League, several top clubs have made it known that they are interested in signing the Turkey international winger in the summer transfer window. Sources have told Team Talk that clubs including Man United, Manchester City, Liverpool and Arsenal have shown interest in a summer deal for Yildiz. To date, there are no advanced talks, with the likes of Man United, Man City, Arsenal and Liverpool only gathering information and making initial contacts. However, should the opportunity arise, then all the big clubs in England are ready to make concrete moves for Yildiz, who is valued at €90 million, £75.7 million, $98 million. Juventus' stance on Kenan Yildiz's future. Sources have said that although Juventus consider Yildiz a key player in their team, the Italian giants are willing to cash in on him. The Serie A club, though, will not sell the Turkey international on the cheap and have set a potential price tag of around €90 million, £75.7 million, $98 million. Juventus hold the key to Yildiz's future, and much will depend on whether the Bianconeri secure a Champions League spot for next season. A top-4 finish would not only provide the financial security to retain Yildiz, but it would also offer the winger the environment he needs to continue his development at the highest level. However, failure to qualify for Europe's Premier Club competition next season could force Juventus to reconsider their stance and potentially cash in on him this summer. Another factor that would play a major role in Yildiz's future is Juventus's managerial situation. With Motta's position at serious risk, the possible next head coach will play a crucial role in shaping Yildiz's future. If the new coach prioritizes youth development and guarantees him a key role, then Yildiz, who is very happy in Turin on a personal level, may opt to stay, and this is his preferred option. Otherwise, especially if Motta was to stay on as the Juventus boss, then he would become a very interesting opportunity for clubs, such as Man United. Man United are said to be open to selling Kobbie Mainoo this summer, but former Man City financial advisor Stefan Borson believes that the Red Devils could struggle to offload him. The Italian media has reported that Rasmus Højlund will leave Man United, with Napoli interested in signing the striker. Meanwhile, Sky Germany journalist Florian Plettenberg has revealed that Man United are active in terms of signing a new striker. The trusted journalist noted, Manchester United are looking to strengthen their attack in the summer and are intensively scouting the market. Talks have already begun. From the Bundesliga, the Red Devils are closely monitoring Hugo Ekitike and Benjamin Sesko. Victor Gyökeres and Victor Osimhen remain high on their list. Manchester United is reportedly setting its sights on Sunderland midfielder Jobe Bellingham as clubs prepare for the summer transfer window. The interest in the young talent, who has put in strong performances this season, comes as United looks to refresh its squad amidst reported departures. Jobe Bellingham, who is just 19 years old, is making waves in the Championship, having scored 4 goals and tallied 3 assists in 34 appearances so far this campaign. His contributions have been pivotal for Sunderland, who are currently positioned 4th in the Championship table and fighting for promotion to the Premier League. On March 19, 2025, Team Talk stated that Manchester United has joined the race for the midfielder, keen on securing his services as they prepare for the summer transfer market. But it's not just United with eyes on Bellingham, numerous clubs are keenly interested in the promising midfielder's future. Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, Crystal Palace, and Borussia Dortmund are among the teams that have expressed interest, indicating a competitive environment as the transfer window approaches. Meanwhile, Brighton, Brentford, and Nottingham Forest have also been monitoring Bellingham's progress closely. As per current reports, Sunderland have placed a £20 million valuation on their prized asset ahead of the summer market. However, it's worth noting that should Sunderland fail to achieve promotion to the Premier League, they may be forced to sell Bellingham for approximately £30 million. This scenario is becoming a pivotal point for the club, as Bellingham's desire to play at the highest level could dictate his movement come the end of the season. Bellingham's move would be significant, not only for the midfielder but also for Manchester United, who recently have had questions surrounding their squad. The club is reportedly set to offload several players, including Victor Lindelof, Casemiro, and Christian Eriksen, an undertaking that could clear significant wage space but also leave gaps in the midfield. Casemiro is currently on a hefty £350,000 a week contract, and releasing him could free up funds needed to sign Bellingham. Manchester United's interest in Jobe echoes their previous attempts to land his brother, Jude Bellingham, who now shines for Real Madrid. They likely won't stop at anything to get his signature, indicates the ongoing ambition from United to tap into young talents who show promise. In addition to Bellingham's budding career with Sunderland, he has already made over 100 professional appearances, featuring twice for England's under-21s, proving he is ready for a bigger stage. Speculation continues as United considers the best moves ahead as the transfer window approaches. The club's management understands the urgency to bring in fresh talent to inject energy into an aging squad, particularly in the midfield. Following Eriksen's impending departure and doubts about the future of academy product Kobbie Mainoo, Bellingham could offer not just a viable option but a quality upgrade. The dynamics shift further depending on Sunderland's success in the Championship playoffs. If they secure promotion, Bellingham may choose to stay and pursue his career in the Premier League with Sunderland, a trajectory many players aspirationally desire. However, if they falter, he may very well follow in the footsteps of many young talents who have made the leap to clubs offering greater visibility and opportunities. In summary, Jobe Bellingham has positioned himself as an attractive prospect in the upcoming summer transfer window. With Manchester United's interest intensifying, alongside several other elite clubs looking to strengthen their squads, Bellingham stands at the crossroads of his career with promising opportunities ahead. The stakes are high for Sunderland, who within the rushed transfer landscape, might risk losing a key asset which could alter the path for both club and player alike. Bellingham looks like he could be good enough to have a career at the very highest level at some point, similarly to his older brother Jude Bellingham, who is now a key player for Real Madrid and England. The older Bellingham did well to bide his time before making a really big move, choosing Borussia Dortmund earlier in his career, in what turned out to be a smart move. Jobe could similarly do well to choose a team like Brighton or Brentford for the time being, before moving to a major giant like United or Chelsea later. Still, MUFC will want to revamp their squad this summer, and that will likely mean bringing in top young talents to replace some of their aging big names who've mostly proven disappointing at Old Trafford. It's easy to see why Bellingham could be seen as a tempting option for them and a good fit for what Ruben Amorim is trying to build. Manchester United are reportedly keen on getting rid of Jadon Sancho for good, with a trusted journalist also revealing Chelsea's stance on making the loan deal of the winger permanent. Much was expected of Sancho when the winger joined Man United from Borussia Dortmund in the summer of 2021 for a £73 million transfer fee. The Englishman revealed at the time that it was a dream come true for him to move to Man United and said that he was excited to help the team develop into something special to bring the success that the fans deserve. However, that Old Trafford dream eventually became a nightmare, with Sancho falling out with then Man United head coach Erik ten Hag and being exiled from the team. Following an underwhelming loan spell at his former club Dortmund during the second half of the 2023-24 campaign, Sancho returned to action with Man United under ten Hag only to join Chelsea on a season-long loan deal in August 2024. Chelsea have an obligation to sign Sancho for £25 million in the summer of 2025 when his loan spell comes to an end. The Blues, though, can pay a fee to cancel the deal if they wish, and, according to Football Insider, Man United hope that this does not happen. The report has claimed that Man United are keen for the sale of the 24-year-old to go through and are desperate to get Sancho's high wages off their books for good. Sources say the Red Devils are keen to balance the books by selling Sancho and clear his big wage from the balance sheet at Old Trafford, adds the report in Football Insider, which has revealed that the English winger himself is happy to stay at Chelsea. Sancho could score only 12 goals and gave just 6 assists in 83 appearances for the Red Devils. So far in his loan spell at Chelsea, the winger has scored 2 goals and provided 6 assists in 28 matches in all competitions. Chelsea's stance on Jadon Sancho. Trusted journalist Fabrizio Romano has backed claims that Chelsea can pull out of a permanent deal for Sancho for paying a fee. However, according to the transfer expert, that is not the plan of the London club, who have always intended to keep the winger for the long term. Romano said on his YouTube channel, "It's true that Chelsea can pay a fee to Manchester United and not proceed with the obligation to buy for Jadon Sancho. It's the reality, but it's not the intention." From day one, Chelsea signed Sancho from Man United on loan with an obligation to buy because they want to keep Sancho and Sancho wants to be at Chelsea. However, recent reports have claimed that Chelsea could back out of the proposal, but only if a significant fee is paid to United. Having already agreed to sign another winger, Giovanni Quenda from Sporting Clube de Portugal, Chelsea could cut their losses on Sancho by paying the fee and avoid taking on his reported £250,000 a week wages. The Manchester Evening News understands United held talks about signing Quenda but never submitted a bid for the youngster. The 17-year-old will be competing against the likes of Pedro Neto, Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke and Mykhailo Mudryk at Chelsea. It's believed that Sancho's erratic form has made the club think twice about completing a permanent move for him. The 24-year-old had an impressive start to life at Stamford Bridge but has gone on to score just twice and register 1 assist in 29 appearances across all competitions. United, on the other hand, are planning for next season without Sancho. The former Manchester City trainee was one of the United players named by Sir Jim Ratcliffe as being overpriced or not good enough. For Sancho, who now plays for Chelsea and we pay half his wages, we're paying £17 million to buy him in the summer, Ratcliffe told the BBC. If Chelsea opt to get out of their obligation to sign Sancho, United will have to look elsewhere to sell him. Banking the proceeds from a permanent exit would be welcome for the club's coffers, with Ruben Amorim operating under a severely restricted transfer budget as things stand, and when combined with a penalty fee from Chelsea, could represent the ideal outcome for United. Former Chelsea star William Gallas has argued that Sancho can't stay at Stamford Bridge, suggesting he needs to do more. He's a talented player, everybody knows this, but we don't know why he can't perform and can't show what he can do, the former defender said. At Dortmund, he was magnificent. At Manchester United it didn't work well for him. Former Chelsea star William Gallas has argued that Sancho can't stay at Stamford Bridge, suggesting he needs to do more. He's a talented player, everybody knows this, but we don't know why he can't perform and can't show what he can do, the former defender said. At Dortmund, he was magnificent. At Manchester United it didn't work well for him. Former Chelsea star William Gallas has argued that Sancho can't stay at Stamford Bridge, suggesting he needs to do more. He's a talented player, everybody knows this, but we don't know why he can't perform and can't show what he can do, the former defender said. At Dortmund, he was magnificent. At Manchester United it didn't work well for him. He came to Chelsea and at the beginning we saw that Sancho from Dortmund, but then he disappeared. I don't know what the problem is, but at the moment he can't stay at Chelsea because he has to do more. When you play in the Premier League you have to play every game at the highest level. It's not easy, but you can't just play well for a few games and then chill out. Imagine, for a moment, the hallowed turf of Old Trafford, the very ground where legends were born, where dreams were forged, and where generations of fans have poured their hearts out. Now, picture that sacred space, that iconic stadium, reduced to rubble. Yes, you heard that right. Manchester United has just unveiled stunning, breathtaking images of a brand new, £2 billion stadium, and with it, a plan that's both audacious and heartbreaking, to demolish the theatre of dreams as we know it. A collective gasp has echoed across the globe, a wave of disbelief and raw emotion washing over every Red Devil faithful. This isn't just about bricks and mortar, it's about the soul of our club, the memories etched into every seat, every corner, every blade of grass. Old Trafford, the stage for countless triumphs and heartbreaks, the arena where we've witnessed moments of pure footballing magic, is facing an uncertain future. We're not just talking about a stadium, we're talking about a living, breathing monument to our passion. We're talking about the echoes of Sir Matt Busby, the roar of the Stretford End, the tears of joy and sorrow that have soaked into the very fabric of this place. To think that it could all be gone, replaced by a gleaming, modern structure, is enough to send shivers down the spine of any true United fan. This isn't just a construction project, it's an emotional earthquake. It's a stark reminder that even the most cherished icons can be swept away by the relentless march of progress. But is progress worth the sacrifice? Can a new stadium truly capture the spirit, the history, the sheer magic of Old Trafford? These are the questions that are tearing at the hearts of millions. In this video, we're going to delve into the heart of this emotional storm. We'll explore the stunning visuals of the proposed new stadium, dissect the plans, and analyze the potential impact on the club and its fans. We'll hear from the legends who graced Old Trafford, the fans who've made it their second home, and the experts who can shed light on the financial and logistical implications of this monumental decision. We're going to confront the raw emotions, the conflicting feelings, the sense of both excitement and profound loss that this announcement has ignited. We're going to ask the tough questions, challenge the conventional wisdom, and explore whether this is a necessary step forward or a devastating blow to the soul of Manchester United. Get ready, because this is more than just a stadium, it's a legacy, tradition, part of who we are. And its potential demise is a story that will resonate with every football fan, everywhere. Imagine, for a moment, the hallowed turf of Old Trafford, the very ground where legends were born, where dreams were forged, and where generations of fans have poured their hearts out. Get ready, because this is more than just a stadium, it's a legacy, tradition, a part of who we are. And its potential demise is a story that will resonate with every football fan, everywhere. Manchester United have confirmed they are knocking down Old Trafford and building a new 100,000-seater stadium on the existing site. The new stadium will cost in the region of £2 billion to build and will be the centrepiece of the regeneration of the Old Trafford area. United believe the stadium and wider regeneration project, part of the government's growth agenda, can deliver an additional £7.3 billion per year to the UK economy. It is estimated the new stadium project will create up to 92,000 new jobs and more than 17,000 new homes, as well as attracting an additional 1.8 million visitors annually. United today unveiled images and scaled models of the new stadium and surrounding area, which has been designed by architecture group Foster Plus Partners, appointed to design the stadium district. The next stage in the process is detailed feasibility, consultation, design, and planning work, as work on the ambitious project enters a new phase. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, co-owner of United, said, "Today marks the start of an incredibly exciting journey to the delivery of what will be the world's greatest football stadium, at the centre of a regenerated Old Trafford. Our current stadium has served us brilliantly for the past 115 years, but it has fallen behind the best arenas in world sport. By building next to the existing site, we will be able to preserve the essence of Old Trafford, while creating a truly state-of-the-art stadium that transforms the fan experience only footsteps from our historic home." Just as important is the opportunity for a new stadium to be the catalyst for social and economic renewal of the Old Trafford area, creating jobs and investment not just during the construction phase but on a lasting basis when the stadium district is complete. The government has identified infrastructure investment as a strategic priority, particularly in the north of England, and we are proud to be supporting that mission with this project of national, as well as local, significance. Omar Barada, Chief Executive of United, said, "Our long-term objective as a club is to have the world's best football team playing in the world's best stadium. We are grateful for the feasibility work done by the Old Trafford Regeneration Task Force exploring options for the future of Old Trafford. We have carefully considered its findings, together with the views of thousands of fans and local residents, and concluded that a new stadium is the right way forward for Manchester United and our surrounding community. We will now embark on further consultation to ensure that fans and residents continue to be heard as we move towards final decisions." Former United boss Sir Alex Ferguson, who enjoyed an unprecedented era of success at Old Trafford, backed the plan for a new stadium and said, "Manchester United should always strive for the best in everything it does, on and off the pitch, and that includes the stadium we play in. Old Trafford holds so many special memories for me personally, but we must be brave and seize this opportunity to build a new home, fit for the future, where new history can be made." Lord Norman Foster, founder and executive chairman of Foster Plus Partners, said, "This has to be one of the most exciting projects in the world today, with incredible regional and national significance. It all starts with the fans' experience, bringing them closer than ever to the pitch and acoustically cultivating a huge roar. The stadium is contained by a vast umbrella, harvesting energy and rainwater, and sheltering a new public plaza that is twice the size of Trafalgar Square. The outward-looking stadium will be the beating heart of a new sustainable district, which is completely walkable, served by public transport, and endowed by nature. It is a mixed-use miniature city of the future, driving a new wave of growth and creating a global destination that Mancunians can be proud of." Lord Sebastian Coe, chair of the Old Trafford Regeneration Task Force, said, "Today marks an important step forward in what I firmly believe can be the biggest and most exciting urban regeneration project in the UK since the 2012 London Olympics. I am proud to have helped lay the groundwork as chair of the Old Trafford Regeneration Task Force over the past year and would like to thank my fellow members for their contributions. Our exploratory work is now complete, and we will hand over responsibility to Manchester United for delivery of the stadium, and the Mayoral Development Corporation to drive forward the wider regeneration." Andy Burnham, Mayor of Greater Manchester, said, "Our common goal on the task force has been to try to unlock the full power of the club for the benefit of its supporters and for Greater Manchester as a whole, creating thousands of new homes and jobs. If we get this right, the regeneration impact could be bigger and better than London 2012. Manchester United could, and indeed should, have the best football stadium in the world. To me, that means a stadium that is true to the traditions of the club, affordable to all, with nobody priced out, and a stadium that sets new standards in the game globally. I believe this vision can be realized, and if so, the benefits for Greater Manchester, the North West and the country will be huge."